Ghost of a Tale. I just learned about this game last night. I learned that it was rats and mice. Therefore, I had to have it. I also learned that it was similar to Thief, and I really enjoyed Thief when I played it. So I tried it for about 15 minutes last night, just to get a feel for the controls. Mara? Mara, where are you? I just wanted to let anyone who's watching know, if they don't already know, that rats and mice, well, rodents in general, but rats are one of my favorite animals of all time. And I wanted to share with you. This is Rambo. He's one of my best friends. He's such a good boy. And he plays games with me all the time. Every time I'm on the computer, he's usually there. And his brother Nomad is sleeping right now, but he might show up later. But I just wanted to share with you my love for rodents, in particular rats, which mice are a very close relative. Your health is low. Press tab to access inventory and eat. Well, let's eat. Here you can also find information about quests and lore. Nice. There we got a mushroom. You can right click to inspect. Mocking cap mushrooms are edible for mice, but can have a powerful hysterical effect on other creatures. Well, good thing we can eat that. Then we've got an apple, a sour one. A variety of apple native to this region, colorful, tough, and sour, like the farmers that grow it. Nice. Oops. Let's eat that. Okay. What do we got in the basin? Nothing. So I'm one of those people who I must attempt to collect every item that I find. Oh, let's read this. You stood before the Baron, your wife Mara, at your side. He bid you play the poisoned cup, and you knew then this was not for his amusement, but a test. And so play you did, but from Mara there was only silence, and a look of such defiance. He moved to strike her, the Baron, and you cried out and went to her. And then, darkness. How many days have passed since then? In your heart you know she's still alive and that you'll one day find her. Until then, all you have are these flowers, your memories of her, and the question, why? This text was hard for me to read at first because I don't usually read medieval text. So it sounds like I am a little mouse, looks like I'm in a dungeon, and sounds like our wife is missing, or my wife is missing, as a little mouse. Okay, so rodents live in packs, so I'm sure that he's very terrified being all alone. Oh man. A mysterious message. Find me, cover your tracks, and move unseen. Alright. How'd we get a hold of the key? That's awesome. See, Rambo's here helping me play the game. Whoa. Look at these graphics. I can't believe this. Okay. Escape your cell. Well, it looks like I escaped pretty easy. Oh, look at all this stuff. Let's take it. What we got here? Name, Tylo. Profession, menstrual. Offenses, acts of sedition. What does that mean? I'm gonna get a dictionary, hang on. Sedition. Speech or action causing discontent or rebellion against the government. Incitement to discontent or rebellion. And then the second definition here is a revolt or rebellion. Very interesting. Alright. So he is causing some discontent in the group around him somewhere. Look at these graphics. Oh my goodness. And look at how precious. Yeah, we got an itch. Alright. You have attracted the guard's attention. Quick, go to the chest and hold both the mouse buttons to hide. Don't forget you can hide in many different places. That's awesome. And there's a rat. He does look like a rat. He just looks like he's had a rough life. But I think he's cute too. Typically in games, the mouse is the good guy and the rats are the bad guy. Games and movies. You can run really fast on all fours. Hold left shift to sprint. Alright. Ooh. Bug. I'm a collector, so if you don't like watching me collect, you might have to fast forward. I must get every single item and hoard it. It's probably my Dutch ancestry that makes me want to do that. Try sneaking to move more quietly. Hold right to sneak. Alright. All sorts of supplies. I see you. The controls are really easy in this game. At least so far. Whoa. Sound effects are good. What we got here? A locked, flooded cell. Jail master key I'll need. It's a good sleeper. An empty wine bottle, hefty enough to knock out any guard without a helmet, if thrown with precision, can be used to create a distraction or dislodge an item from its perch. Press E to throw, and you can scroll through to cycle. Well, these sound really important. Chasing a little bug. Tread lightly. Alright, I better get going. Oh my goodness. I woke him. I'm sorry. It's okay, big rat. I'm just looking for stuff. Anything in here, by the way? No. Alright. I see a frog with a beard. Grain. That sounds nice. A stick. A sturdy branch. Well balanced for throwing. Breaks with a sharp crack. Can be used to create a distraction or dislodge an item from its perch. That's so interesting. I wonder when I'll find an item that I should dislodge from its perch. Ferret's balls. What do you think you're doing, Mousy? Barging into my cell uninvited. Do you know who I am? Footnote. Ferret's balls. Ferrets are renowned for their wedding festivities, which involve magnificent balls, often danced at a breakneck pace. I think this is hilarious. I experienced this already last night, this joke, and I thought that was so funny. Oh my goodness. I was getting a phone call by some jerk, probably. Some lady who's gonna be like, "Hi, this is Mary," except it's a recording, you know. Because I have no idea. You don't know your name? No, wait. Carol Red Whiskers. That's it. Carol Red Whiskers. Least I was. Navigator of the Lake Witch, under Captain Otto Powderkeg. Let's read the footnote on him. A stocky barrel of a rat with a short fuse, Captain Otto Powderkeg was captain of the Lake Witch, a galleon that for more than a dozen years terrorized the merchant ships that ferried goods between the 5 great ports of the Lake Valia. It's said that he'd wax his tail and set it alight before going into battle, and it was this that gave him his name. Captain Powderkeg gained notoriety for his crimes and fame from the handsome wanted poster, which he himself had printed up and distributed in order to bolster his renown. The captain was finally captured when his ship wrecked against submerged rocks just off the eastern shore of Lake Valia, near Dwindling Heights Keep. The cause of the wreck was never established and will likely remain a mystery, for once the doors of Dwindling Heights closed behind him, the captain was never heard of again. Interesting. So, you've come to rob me, have you, you little scrunt? Let's read a footnote. Scrunt, a word too rude to define. Uh-oh, should I even be saying that word? Of course not. 2 things I can't stand, the smell of mice and the smell of lies. What'll it take to get your stink out of my cell? Please, I need your help. Is that right? And what's in it for me? Perhaps I could try and find the key to your chains and set you free. Free? Why would I want to be free? Being free is what got me put in here in the first place. Well, that and the piracy thing. No, I've got everything I need right here. Damp air, all the flies I can eat, and my own stool. But there is something. Down the corridor, the sleeping guard. I need you to strangle him. What? Why? Because he called me a pirate. But aren't you a pirate? Aye, and proud of it. But it was the way he said it, like being a pirate's a crime. But isn't it a crime? Aye, it is, and I am not ashamed of it. Then why would you want to kill him? Because he called me a pirate. But aren't you a pirate? I am proud of it. But it was the way he said it, like being a pirate's a crime. We're just going around in circles now. Exactly, exactly. So, you'll do it then? I am not a murderer. Fair enough. Why don't you just steal a bottle of his Rotgut for me, and I'll see if I can't help. Rotgut, an alcohol made from putrescent oleander wood, and something of an acquired taste. Coincidentally, taste is the first of the 5 senses to be ruined by Rotgut's consumption. Okay. I like the graphics a lot. Ew. There was a bug. There it is. Oh, mushrooms. Oh, mushrooms. It's really dark in here. Yeah, it is. An apple. Alright, so I gotta steal something next to the guard. Let's do this. Hey, Rainbow. Got the Rotgut for a pirate frog. Let's leave. He's pretty alert, isn't he? Oh, I see some more mushrooms. Hey. Pusillanimous. Pusillanimous? I wonder if that's a real word. Pusillanimous is a word. Pusillanimous means cowardly, faint-hearted, mean-spirited, timid. Pusillanimous. Alright, well, that's an insult, basically. What does it mean, this word? Oh, I just looked it up. To lack courage, I think. Ah, in that case, what are you doing in my cell, you pusillanimous little merkin? Here, the bottle you wanted. It's the last one. Good, now pop the bottle's neck twixt my lips. What a deft flick of his head. With a deft flick of his head, the frog sends the bottle spinning across his cell. It shatters into pieces against the wall. Every time that skrunt gets soused, I have to put up with his danged snoring. Oh yeah, skrunt is a rude word. Well, no more. I've done as you asked, now will you help me? I gave you my word as a pirate, but I suppose I can make an exception. I'll answer a few of your questions. What is it you want? I'm looking for someone. Mara, my wife. Is she a mouse? I've seen her? Let's see, perhaps last week? No, that was you. It's not easy to tell you mice apart with your ears and your tails and your silly hats. They're not silly. Psst. Right then. That's your first question. Asked and answered. What dungeon is this? You're in Dwindling Heights Keep, on the shore of Lake Valia. Dwindling Heights Keep. For centuries, the keep at Dunlan Heights has defended the eastern shore of Lake Valia. Though once a fine building, the keep has long since fallen into despair, its greatest enemy no longer marauding ferrets, but instead the acidic waters of the lake, which are slowly eroding the cliff face on which the keep stands. It's for this reason that among the locals the fortress has become known as Dwindling Heights. Alrighty then. You'd best get used to it. Right then. I'll give you 2 more questions. How long have I been here? Let's see. Must have been more than 10 days now since they brought you in. Dead to the world you were. Right then. You got 1 more question left, Mousy. Best make it count. Tell me, was it you that helped me escape my cell? What do these chains tell you, Mousy? Does it look like I could help you escape? I suppose not. And I wouldn't if I could. Right then. That's your lot. Are we all square? That's all? You've told me almost nothing. I give you more than you deserve, ungrateful scrunt. Don't you think you owe me at least something? Psst. Only thing you got coming from me is a good strangling. With what? You only got 1 leg free. I've killed mice for less and with less. Ugly little... Tell you what, take a look behind me in my chamber pot. There might be a couple florins in it for you. Florins! The florin is the official currency of the 5 rat provinces. Its coinage is minted in 1F, 5F, and 10F. Denominations from a naturally occurring alloy of silver, gold, and copper found only in the Sarastra Mountains. The coin bears the emblem of the red paw on its face, though some older florins featuring a portrait of Rodgut, the last rat king, are still in circulation. Colloquially known as cowards, these coins are greatly prized, for they are substantially larger than their modern counterparts, and so can be melted down and recast in molds struck from the newer coins. 3 cowards can be used to make as many as 5 florins. Alright then. Why would there be florins in your chamber pot? If you don't know what a chamber pot is, that's where you go to the bathroom. Why? I'm not going to hold them in forever, am I? Prisoner's purse. Captives brought to Dwindling Heights will often swallow their valuables in order that they not be confiscated by the guards. They call it the prisoner's purse. Wow, that's gross and funny. Inevitably, nature will take its course. It's said that great wealth can be found in the chamber pots and sewers of Dwindling Heights. That's so funny. So you pooped out his stuff, his florins. It's worth a few florins to be rid of you. I should go. Don't let the door snap your tail. Oh, I won't. Well, let's go dig around in his poopy chamber pot and grab some poopy florins. 3 florins, 3 poopy florins, and some mushrooms. What could I buy with my stinky florins? Maybe I should wash them in the stinky water. Alright. I think we're done in here.